Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon to all who have joined from Team Success and also from Myanmar and also, I believe, from Thailand as well. Can I have uh, a little quick message in the chat or in the Q&A section? Let us know where you are joining from. That would be very, very helpful. If you've just joined us, if you could please leave a Q&A or a message in the chat to let us know where you are joining from. We are joining from Myanmar. Hello, Lily. Thank you for your message. All right, okay. So now the time is 5 minutes past, so we will be starting. Let me share with you my screen and our presentation about the webinars. Okay, here we go. So, okay, here we go. Could I trouble you guys to give me a thumbs up? Please show me a thumbs up if you can show me, you can see the screen here. Thank you for the thumbs up. Thank you, Lily. Right. Okay. Thank you so much. So as we go along, if you have any questions, please put them in the Q&A room. I will be sure to address each and every one of your questions. So thank you for joining us today. Today's session, we are sharing more about our upcoming December winter boot camps with you. So these boot camps are happening December 20 to 25. So December 20 is Saturday. And right before Christmas, actually we're it's 5 days, so we're ending on the 24th. And these will be all happening in Bangkok. So, who is Academy Pret? Well, we are a partner to Team Success, who you are all working with, and we bring these experiential programs to you so that as you work with Team Success in developing your university applications and your strategies, you're able to really provide a lot of dimension in your application. So, today we'll be focusing on the boot camps. So, why boot camps? What was it designed for? Well, it's designed specifically for you so that you can get to your goal faster and in a more efficient way. So, we take this from the aviation industry and also in the education industry. There's something called the 1 in 60 rule. So, the 1 in 60 rule, I know we've all been on a plane before, but as you know, the planes are traveling really fast, just as you are traveling very quickly towards your university and career destination. And so it says that that little 1 degree change as you move very quickly, 1 degree change in your course over 60 miles of traveling will result in a 1 mile difference in your destination. So we want to be able to help you make that 1 degree change earlier on as you go through aiming for your university and career so that you can end up closer, very much closer to your university and career destination instead of 1 mile away. So, how do we do that? Well, we do that through our boot camps that are immersive, they are hands-on, experiential, and you get to not only hear from experts, but you get to really network with them and do a lot of experiential activities as if you are one of these career industry experts. So, by building your own very own deep industry knowledge, in one of the three industry areas that we have picked for the bootcamp this year. So you will build your own deep industry network to make that decision of whether or not you should make that 1 degree change or not. So we have three key learning objectives for you in our boot camps. The first one is building your career industry knowledge. So whether it's in the healthcare and medicine space, whether it's in the finance space, whether that's in the STEM science research space, we really want you to go really deep in your career industry knowledge. And this is so that not only you can make decisions of what to do next, but as you write your college applications or do your university interviews that you'll be really able to make a very insightful commentary and feedback. The second is to connect that deep industry knowledge to your own interest area. So after you've built your deep knowledge on the industry, we want to help you figure out, should you be applying for finance? Should you be applying for business? Should you be applying for entrepreneurship? Should you be applying for a medical school or pharmaceutical um, sciences or bioengineering? These are all different tracks within the same broad industry category, and we want you to be able to uncover which exactly is your interest area. Now that you've uncovered your interest area, we're going to do step three, which is planning your next move in terms of honing your industry target, your major target, your university target, or the next step in deepening your practice. So whether that's going for the next internship or the next research project. So these are the three key learning objectives of our boot camps. My name is Miss Anne. I am the founder of Academy Pret. I'm based in Singapore and Thailand. And I used to be an investment banker with JP Morgan and UBS. And I used to cover the healthcare industry. But before I did that and then started Academy Pret, before that, I was a student just like you in Bangkok. I grew up in Bangkok, Korea, Bangkok, and then Singapore. And I went on to early decision to University of Pennsylvania, where I studied bioengineering and also finance at the Wharton School. And also, I've been at Harvard. So I've been to Harvard Business School and Harvard Graduate School of Education as well. So please come join me in December. I'd love to see all of you. And if you have questions about applying to US, what my experience was like at Penn and Harvard, I'd be happy to share that with you as well. And what it's like to work as an investment banker or in the healthcare industry, I'm here for you as well. For our STEM research students, you'll be led by Dr. Sue. So Dr. Sue is a professor at Assumption University, but she did her PhD in biotechnology at UC Davis in University of California. And she is a very well-known figure within the Thai science industry of many activities that she does in the STEM space in Thailand. She is an advisor to the Asian Development Bank, where they study how they can support young people in their STEM and science research. And she also sits on the board of Thai Young Scientist Academy as well. She's also very experienced and knowledgeable and does her own work, consulting work in the food technology and biotechnology space. So I'll be telling you a little bit more about her later on in this presentation. Okay, so this is probably our eighth edition of the boot camps. We've welcomed many Burmese students just like yourself to come to our boot camps in Bangkok. As you see these pictures, you might see, I think, some very familiar faces that you would know. I think you might know this lovely Cindy here in her side profile right here in the middle of the picture. That is Cindy from Myanmar who joined us, and many, many other Burmese students who have joined us. So you are very much welcome. But as you guys can see here from the two quotes above, our goal is to inspire you to go deep into the industry, inspire you to figure out what you want to do in your career, inspire you to go to pursue that major or that university. So as you can see here on the left, there was a student from the finance boot camp who said, now I know how to start saving my own personal money. We actually have a module called How to Become a Millionaire. And on the right, we have a student who said, wow, I'm even more inspired now to become a cardiologist after holding a human heart in my hands for the very first time. So we have lots of, if you go to YouTube and search Academy Pret Bootcamp, you will see many of our videos from past rounds. You will see what where they went, what they experienced. You will also see some students talking about their experience. And you can also go to our webpage, academypret.com, and you can download our Impact Magazine. So Impact Magazine features all of the learnings from the boot camps. But let me show you in video format what the experience was like this summer. This was from this past summer, July 2025.
So we did a lot of activities during this boot camp. We also got to join a lot of presentations with like professional doctors and like very inspirational mentors, which was really insightful and very interesting. My highlight of the week was observing medical schools in Thailand, like King Mongkut's and Thammasat University. I got to learn about what students did in medical university and also observe synthetic cadavers and body parts. I like when we have the university tour and the hospital tour because we got to see like what the students do there and how do like a life of a medical students work. I'm very inspired to like work harder and study more because I found out during this boot camp that like you need 12 more years of studying after high school to get into medical school and actually work in a hospital. So that really puts me like into thinking that healthcare needs a lot of resilience and like willingness to learn. So that put me like that really inspired me, you know. This boot camp really inspired me to explore more on the healthcare and finance side and their interdependency on each other. So I think I will be exploring more on that and also get more hands-on experience. Yes, because coming to this boot camp is fun and like you got a lot of information. You learn new things from like going outside to universities or something. Yeah, like yeah, I would recommend it. Like I highly recommend this because not only you get to learn more about healthcare, but you also got to like get an insight on the finance program and like you get to learn how like those two programs are like very deeply interconnected with each other.
There were a lot of like on-site visiting. Uh, like I especially like get to learn like how the actual finance field are working. I get to talk to like professional one even from like the CEO of DBS Bank. I actually enjoyed it because back in my country I don't have this much like a very like close opportunity to like professional. So yeah, that would be my like the most favorite part. My highlight of the week would be visiting to the Berkeley group because most of the leadership role there are taken by like women and like it's very inspirational, motivational, and as I'm woman, like it's actually like moved me to even like do more of the finance in the future. So before I have like experience before in like internship and also like some courses that are related to finance. But to from this bootcamp, I think I'll be joining more bootcamp in the future. Maybe not the same one, but like like variety of choices, other choices, and maybe like taking more courses and. For this bootcamp, it's more like ensuring myself that I'm actually interested in finance too. So yeah. Yes, definitely. I would recommend them to join this. In my friend circle, I don't have like many people that are like specifically interested in finance, but even though if it's like any boot camp that would relate to their like interests and their like future career, yes, I would definitely recommend them.
It's the Berkeley group. I think because like the previous day we went to DBS, so yeah, that was like definitely a highlight because I really got to talk to them about, their previous careers and education pathways, and they their pathways really aligned with mine. Art, previously an art major, you can always redirect your pathway into like something that makes it work just for you. So yeah, I think yeah, the Berkeley group was definitely the highlight of my day. It was a great experience, and yeah, I recommend other people to join if they're slightly interested in finance, just to like see an overview of like what it's like. The boot camp like introduces you to like firsthand experience with actual banks, those who work in the finance industry, and you get to play real life games such as buying and selling stocks, which was super interesting, and uh, investing in pitches and doing 30-minute elevator pitches, which was also quite refreshing for me. So yeah, I think I also got like a lot of experience talking to like the managers, which I usually don't get to experience. Yeah, I got to like ask them about like what their work culture is like, the lifestyle that, bankers, investment banking, yeah, what it's like to work as one. Yeah.
I hope you enjoyed the video. I'm sure that you've seen some familiar faces from Myanmar. Our dear Naomi and also Michaela, who was already in the US, who flew back to Bangkok to join us for our career camps. So you saw how immersive and how dynamic and how fun the 5 days was. We're so excited to welcome you in a few weeks' time in Bangkok, our our boot camps. So here, sharing with you what's happening for our healthcare folks. So if you're interested in the healthcare industry, anything in healthcare, medicine, drug development, psychology, this is for you. So what happens in the 5 days? We start on December 20th, Saturday, 9:30 a.m. And we start with our icebreakers and business etiquette and networking skills workshop. Why is that important? Because over the next 4.5 days, you're going to be meeting with a lot of professionals, mentors, experts, and you're going to be talking to them and you're going to be asking them lots of questions and you're going to be interacting with them. We want you to be super confident in introducing yourself and talking to them and being comfortable asking as many questions as you want to. Anything that will help you deepen the key learning outcomes, right? Deepening your industry knowledge, figuring out what you want to do next, and then taking that next step action. So, we're going to train you up in how to do business networking. Then, after lunch, the healthcare boot campers go straight to Bangkok Hospital. This is like the biggest hospital chain. It's publicly listed in Thailand. And you're going to get a private behind the scenes tour of what it's like at a top private hospital. You're going to see the behind the scenes of hospital operations. You're going to see all the wards, operating theaters, the innovative technology, the surgical suites, their robotic pharmacy. You're going to see what happens at a hospital. Then the next day, on day 2, on Sunday, we're going to go visit a psychologist, Dr. Dan. He's been with us for 3 boot camps now, and everybody raves about Dr. Dan. So we're going to sit down with Dr. Dan about what it's like to be a psychologist What do you do? What is your work like? And we're also going to engage in very deep and meaningful conversation about teen mental health and stress management as well. And then after lunch, we go to Chulaborn Medical School, where we are going to be medical students for a day. So, if the day before you were so inspired to be a doctor at Bangkok Hospital, then now you get to see the behind the scenes of what it's like to prepare to be a doctor. So, you get to go to visit the university hospital, and also you get to see what it's like to learn how to do things like suturing or how to take classes, and how to do case studies. Then on day 3, on Monday, we will be having a visit from Dr. Rosaporn, who is who is the department head of disease control, public health in Bangkok, Thailand. So she will be talking to us about public health, about what it was like during the COVID-19 era, how the government and how the disease control department of Thailand worked to keep all the citizens safe. She also is the chief of the STI Center, Communicative Diseases. So she's also going to talk about her work. And she's such an inspiring doctor. So you're also going to learn from her what her journey was like becoming an MD, a medical doctor, and also her work in the public healthcare space. Then in the afternoon, after lunch, we're going to do an interactive and immersive experience doing patient case studies. We're going to do that with Dr. Swan Hui, who is going to dial in from Monash University in Australia. So not only in addition to learning, doing an interactive case study of how to take patient history and patient case studies, you can also ask her about the pathways of going to study medicine in Australia and UK as well. Then on day 4 is all about the intersection between healthcare and business, which is my pet topic. So you'll be spending time with me on Tuesday on day 4. In the morning, we get to go to the Stock Exchange of Thailand, where we learn about healthcare investments, healthcare stocks. How do big hospitals get listed? Why do they have to get listed on the stock market? What is the benefit of being listed on the stock market? How does that help a healthcare company? And then in the afternoon, we spend time with Agile Clinic, which is a private physiotherapy clinic chain. And we get to learn about entrepreneurship, the intersection of entrepreneurship and healthcare and medicine. So we'll be learning from Dr. Aim as well as her team at Agile what it's like to study medicine, to study physiotherapy, and then go private practice, put on your business and entrepreneurship hat, and then launch your own clinic. So, any one of you who aspire not only to be a doctor, but to launch your own business as a doctor or launch your own medical device or biotech company or pharmaceutical company, this is such a treat for you. And then on the last day, we focus on putting everything that you learned together and synthesizing your learnings in terms of how can we deepen your practice, deepen your pathway, make your pathway more aligned with your destination in terms of your majors, your careers, and your university. So on the morning, we do a Pret Career Skills Finder workshop where you get to spend time with me and my team, synthesizing all the learning and putting a strategic plan into place. And then Wednesday afternoon is your finale presentations, and we'll be doing your graduation ceremony. So 5 super dynamic, super interactive days with exploring all things healthcare. There's actually going to be one more announcement in addition to this schedule, actually. We're going to squeeze in a session, I think on Monday, on day 3, where we're going to have founder of a healthcare AI startup company in Thailand come and join us about the road of healthcare IT and healthcare technology. So that's going to be added to the schedule for our healthcare boot campers as well. And then for our finance boot campers, you guys run on the same days as well. So December 20th, Saturday to December 24th, Wednesday. For our finance career boot campers, what do you do? Well, Saturday morning is the same. We will have our icebreakers, we'll have a business etiquette and networking and workshop because you guys are also going to be having 4.5 days of meeting fantastic mentors, but in the finance space. So after that morning welcome and after lunch, you sit down with me for a finance masterclass. You will be learning about everything about finance industry, all the fundamentals, things like time value of money. What do investment bankers do? What is investment banking? What is the stock exchange? How does capital move around the world? How does money finance companies? And also, we'll have by Zoom a speaker, a mentor who's going to be talking about crypto and fintech, the latest in technology as it applies to the finance space as well. And then on Sunday, day two, we go out. So actually on Sunday, we're gonna have be visited by a mentor from AIA, and he will be teaching us everything about fund management. It's Kun Kamarat, and he is actually a fund manager. He manages pension funds at AIA in Thailand. He's also a professor with Kasetsart University. And he's been in the industry for over 20 years. So if you're interested in managing funds in asset management, this is for you. Then after lunch, we head over to Siam Piwat. So Siam Piwat is the company that built Icon Siam, billion-dollar, multi-billion-dollar project, and also Siam Paragon, the two big shopping malls, the two biggest luxury shopping malls in Thailand, right? So you get to have a private tour at Icon Siam and learn from the business development team, how do they fund these billion-dollar real estate projects? And what does it take to build such a big and beautiful luxury project like this? So if you are into commercial real estate, or if you dream of building a billion-dollar hotel project or luxury mall project in Myanmar, whatever it is, this is going to give you so much inspiration. And then Monday, day three, we're going to be visited by a mentor from Benham and Reeves. You saw in the student videos earlier that this was the girls' favorite, most inspirational visit when they went to Benham and Reeves and learned from the executives there on real estate investments. So they're also going to teach you about personal finance and building your own portfolio of real estate assets and how that's going to get you closer to $1 million in personal wealth very quickly. And then after lunch is investment banking afternoon. We're going to be visited by an investment banker from Bank of America, Kun Bot, who's going to share with you about what it's like to be an investment banker, what kind of work he does, what's his journey. We'll also have another investment banker from SCB Bank. And she is going to talk a little bit more about her work doing market research, consumer insight research, and economics research. So if you're into economics, this will also be a really good treat for you. Then on Tuesday, day four, the two groups are spending time together, both healthcare and finance boot campers, because Tuesday is a day of intersection between healthcare and finance. So in the morning, we're going to visit the Stock Exchange of Thailand, where we're going to learn everything about how stocks trade, how they're listed, how they're valued, and you also get to engage in the stock picking battle. It's really fun, and we get to see who has the best ability in terms of assessing the markets and choosing the right stocks based on market conditions. And then in the afternoon, we go visit and learn about how corporate finance and entrepreneurship and business skills are required to partner with, the industry experts. This one is in healthcare to set up a business, launch your own business. So all the entrepreneurs, budding entrepreneurs and CEOs to be are going to have such a treat on Tuesday afternoon, learning from both Dr. Aim, who set up her own clinic, but also her business partners also. And then Wednesday is our last day. We synthesize all the learnings together. In the morning, we'll figure out how do your personal skills match some of your interest areas that you explored over the last 4 days in terms of business, finance, entrepreneurship, investment banking, fund management, trading. And then in the afternoon, we wrap with your final presentations and your graduation ceremony. So I do want to note that parents are very much welcome to attend the finale. Parents of all the boot camps across all the sectors, they are welcome to attend both the finance and the healthcare bootcamp finale on Wednesday afternoon, the graduation ceremony. So you can hear a little bit more from the students about what their experience was like and what they have learned in terms of where they want to take the career next. Now, I promised you a little bit more info about Dr. Sue, but this is for our STEM research. Those who are interested in the sciences, in chemistry, biology, physics, science research, engineering research. If you're interested in this area for university, then we have the STEM Research Bootcamp just for you. It's led by Dr. Sue, who I introduced earlier, and you'll be spending all 5 days with her on the same days, December 20 to just Christmas Eve. And instead of going out and meeting lots of experts and mentors, you'll be spending 5 days with Assumption University professors, conducting your own research, writing your own research piece, making your own final research poster presentation, and participating in the final student symposium. So what happens? On day one, Saturday, December 20th, you are going to do a welcome session with the professors led by Dr. Sue and her professor team. You'll be doing an introduction to science research, to design thinking, and lab safety skills. Lab safety is so important because you'll be doing your own lab research over the next 4.5 days. Then in the afternoon, you'll be learning some research techniques with the professors and already start to design your research. Then Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday, you'll be spending time with the professors doing research together. So your research can be anything. It can be in microbiology, biotechnology, chemistry, physiology, which is a little bit more about biology and physics. So the professors will sit down and design your own lab research project together with you. Make sure that it can be finished within the 3.5 days of research. And then on Wednesday, the professors will guide you on a research writing workshop, so that you can synthesize your data and analysis and come up with your own research paper. Then in the afternoon, you'll be presenting your work through posters and you're writing your research pieces and in a student symposium. And the first draft is due at the end of Wednesday. You have one more week until the end of December, December 31st, to make any adjustments to your writing piece if you want. And then in January, first week of January, your research is going to be published publicly, made public together with Assumption University. And this is going to be such an amazing addition to your portfolio of work, especially for those who are applying to engineering or STEM research, like chemistry, biology, bioengineering, biotechnology, microbiology, the list is endless. So that is what is available for you. So for students flying in from Myanmar, the program fee is $95,500 per program plus VAT. And of course, everything, all the program over the 5 days is covered. This is for students who are in grade 9 and above. We have also had students, a very mature grade 8. We have also had students from university in first and second year come back for our bootcamp program. So if you are not in grade 9 to 12, but you still want to attend, please give us a message. We will have a private chat with you and allow on a case-by-case basis. We have small class sizes, and basically everything in the program is covered. What is not covered is your airfare, transportation. Lunch is not covered. Dinners are not covered, of course. Um, but you'll be in a location where there's very cheap and very good food all over to have your lunch. So don't worry about that. And at the end of the program, you will get a certificate of completion that has your name plus industry hours. So your certificate will specify that you have engaged in 30 hours of healthcare hours, 30 hours of finance hours, industry hours, 30 hours of STEM research. And of course, our STEM research students also get to have their research paper and their research poster that is published. And then our finance and health boot campers also leave with their strategic roadmap plan towards their career. So if you're flying in from Myanmar, join us in our residential program. You'll be staying with us. That means you get to spend extra time with me and my colleagues and my facilitator team. So what will happen is that you'll be staying in the hotel together with us. So there's even more time um, for private chats. But you'll be checking in on Friday, December 19th. And then you'll be checking out on our last day, Wednesday, December 24th. It'll be double or triple share. The hotel is Moxie Hotel, and it includes our supervisory oversight, so guardianship. So we do our nightly safety checks. And in the morning, we have breakfast together, and we'll take you to the boot camp um, venue together so that you guys are all very, very safe. It also includes airport transfer, airport pickup and drop off as well. So, if you are flying in from Myanmar, you must sign up for our residential program. You must stay with us for your safety. You will be exempt if you have a family member who is already staying in Thailand or if your parents are coming together with you. Okay. So, I think that's all that, yeah, and we have one-on-one internship programs with you. I think Team Success also has an internship program. So please contact Team Success if you'd like. You have many different options for internship programs through Team Success and also through partnership with us. I think for us, if you wanted to an internship in Thailand or Singapore, that's where you would do it together with us. And our internships are hybrid or online. So it can be in person, online, or hybrid, half-half. So if you're interested in that and adding some global brand names to your profile, you can sign up for our one-on-one internship programs as well. But that comes after you've completed the bootcamp program. I think, yeah, so this is what it's like to be an intern in Singapore. So the students here, they flew in from Thailand. So this is a Thai student who flew in. This is a Formula One meeting. This was at a biotechnology lab in Singapore. This is with a pharmaceutical drug development company in Singapore and Malaysia. And we, of course, go visit universities while you're in Singapore as well. It was Marissa's birthday. Marissa also flew in from Thailand to do an internship with us in Singapore. I think that's all that we've prepared for you today. So we'd love to see how we can work with you and see you this December break. I'd say, please, if you're interested in the boot camps, you can register via the QR code and also by reaching out to your team success colleague. And then, of course, if you want to do internships, that will come after the boot camps. So that would most likely our internships are already closed for winter, so you'd have to sign up for the summer for next year, but you'd have to complete a boot camp with us first to be eligible. All right, so if you have any questions, please put them in the chat and I would be very happy to address it for you. Let me just go back to sign up page. So if you scan the QR code here, you'll be able to um, fill out the registration form for our boot camps. Okay, so I see some questions here. Lily, nice to meet you. You're joining from Myanmar and you're a student from ISM. Okay, wonderful. Welcome. And Lily, we'd love to see you in any of our programs. Let us know if you have any questions about the bootcamp. And yes, I have another question from Kumudra. Can we only apply for internships after boot camp? Yes, so that is typically the case. Why do we do that? It's because through the boot camps, we want you to explore the range of the industry careers available. And then on the last day, we do our career skills matching finder and strategy roadmap. So that is going to really help us zoom in on what is the exact career path that you should go deep into for your internship. So for an example, and these are Burmese students actually. So we had a Burmese student who came and did our finance bootcamp. He came in not sure if he wanted to be a banker or wanted to do asset management. um, After meeting the various mentors and our investment banking experts, he decided that he didn't want to be an investment banker, but he wanted to do more in investments, in fund management. So he did the winter boot camp with us last year, and then in the summer, after realizing that through our boot camps, we set him up with an investment internship with Quadria Capital, which is the biggest Asia healthcare sector focused fund. And he did a project with the fund on looking at the state of hospitals and healthcare industry and what investments are being made in Myanmar. Which is, your country. So and so it was a beautiful internship. I even went for the finale presentation. It was very, very well done. And so that's one example of why we recommend the bootcamp, so that you can explore the various career options within the industry, use our workshop to hone in, zoom in on that one career path, one or two career paths that you want to go deeper into next. So our usual order is boot camps, and then we zoom in on one internship. Okay, so let me mark that as answered. And then follow-up question from Kumudra. I can only attend internship because my finance. I want to be investment banker. Okay. Well, Kumudra, we'd be happy to have a one-on-one conversation with you to see, how best we can make sure we make most efficient use of your time, your finances, your efforts. You guys all have very limited time in the breaks, really. We want you to use your time efficiently, and we want you to build your portfolio. Okay, build your portfolio of work so that when it's time to apply for university, you get the university that you want, your dream school. All right. So, Kumudra, why don't we have a conversation together with Team Success to see how we can best support you, okay, and make sure that it's really aligned with your time and your efforts. All right. So, are there any additional questions from the audience, please? Is there any other things we can answer for you? Team Success, do you have any guiding questions for the students? I'm just gonna take a quick picture of here, the attendees. Okay, so if there are no other questions, I don't see any other questions. If there are no other questions, I'd like to thank all of you for joining me today. Wonderful to meet you, though I can't see your faces. If you have any questions for follow-up, if you'd like to sign up, please scan the QR code or drop a message to your team success partner. They will help you to sign up quickly. There are limited spots remaining. We would really love to have you. So, or if you have any questions about the residential option, staying with us, about safety concerns, about program, please let us know. We'd love to answer those questions. So, we've come to the end of our presentation. Thank you so much for joining us, and we look forward to seeing you in Bangkok very, very soon. Bye, everyone.